Welcome to Madagascar, an island in the Indian Ocean, where life has grown in ways you won't find anywhere else on Earth. Today we'll share 12 cool facts that show you the heart of this amazing island, from its old lands to its special animals and ways of life. So, let's start our trip to the Big Red Island and find out the secrets hidden inside its shores. Madagascar is the fourth biggest island in the world. So big, people often call it a tiny continent. Its lands go from dry deserts to thick rainforests, high flat areas to winding rivers. This huge size has allowed many small living places to form, each with its own special group of animals and plants. For millions of years, Madagascar has been its own world, a safe place for life to grow all by itself. Its size is why it has so many different kinds of life. Here, everything was set for one of the most amazing stories of life on Earth. More than 90 out of every 100 animals and plants in Madagascar are found nowhere else. This huge number of unique species is because the island has been alone for so long. Chameleons are a great example. Half of all the chameleon types in the world live here. From the giant Parsons chameleon to the tiny Brachysia micra. Every forest, river and mountain has species that are precious and can't be replaced. Madagascar is often called the eighth continent, like a living museum of how life has changed. If we lose its special life, it would be like erasing a story written only here. This is what makes Madagascar truly special. To understand why Madagascar is so special, we need to go back over 80 million years. It was once part of a huge land called Gondwana. Madagascar broke away from Africa, then from India, floating alone in the Indian Ocean. This old separation made its plants and animals grow in their own way. With few animals that would hunt them and not much competition, life here grew into amazing forms. The island's long history of how its land formed is the main reason for its amazing living things. Madagascar's future was set the moment it became an island. Lemurs are Madagascar's most famous animals. You only find them living wild here. Since there were no monkeys or apes to compete with, lemurs grew into over 100 different types, from the tiny mouse lemur to the spooky indri. The Iei, with its strange middle finger, is perhaps the weirdest of all. For the Malagasy people, lemurs are more than just animals. They are part of their spiritual beliefs and rules. To see a lemur jump through the trees is to see the living soul of the island. Lemurs show Madagascar's special story of how life changed. Madagascar's language, Malagasy, didn't come from Africa. It's from Southeast Asia, with roots in Borneo, Indonesia. The first people to settle there were sailors who crossed the Indian Ocean in special boats, bringing their language and way of life. Experts have found that many basic words in Malagasy come straight from the Ma'anyan language of Borneo. Later, people from Africa came, mixing their ways of life and family histories. Today, Malagasy people are a unique mix of Southeast Asian and East African family lines. The language is still a living reminder of that amazing trip from the East. Madagascar is truly the home of the baobab tree. 6 of the 9 types in the world are found only here. The Avenue of the Baobabs is a famous site, where old trees stand along the land like giant guards. Their big swollen trunks hold thousands of liters of water, helping them live through tough, dry seasons. Some baobabs are over 800 years old, silently watching centuries of change. These trees are like their own small worlds, supporting many creatures. At sunrise or sunset, their shapes against the sky make a scene of timeless beauty. Baobabs are a national symbol, living monuments to Madagascar's natural treasures. Madagascar's eastern rainforests, known as the Atsinanana, are a truly remarkable and irreplaceable part of our planet. These ancient forests stretch across the island's eastern edge, forming a green, misty world that is both mysterious and breathtaking. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, the Atsinanana rainforests are celebrated for their incredible biodiversity and their vital role in the health of our global environment. These forests are a safe haven for countless animals, many of which are found nowhere else on Earth. They provide shelter and food for rare and endangered species, making them a last refuge for wildlife that is struggling to survive. Among the most famous residents is the silky sifaka, a striking white lemur that gracefully leaps through the treetops. This beautiful animal depends entirely on these forests for its survival, and its future is closely tied to the fate of the rainforest. The indri, another unique lemur, is known for its haunting calls that echo through the trees. Sadly, both the Indri and the silky sifaka are critically endangered, and their populations are shrinking as their habitat disappears. To protect these precious creatures and their home, 6 national parks have been established across the Atsinanana region. Each park preserves a different part of the rainforest, from misty mountain slopes to lowland jungles, ensuring that a wide variety of habitats are kept safe. These parks are bursting with life. Rare orchids, colorful frogs, and insects with incredible adaptations all thrive here, making the rainforests a living showcase of evolution and diversity. For scientists, the Atsinanana rainforests are like open-air laboratories, offering endless opportunities to study how life adapts and changes over time. Every visit reveals new secrets about the natural world, but these forests face constant threats. Illegal logging, slash-and-burn agriculture, and the demand for valuable hardwoods are destroying trees and fragmenting habitats, putting the entire ecosystem at risk. That's why conservation efforts are so important. Local communities, scientists, and international organizations are working together to replant trees, patrol protected areas, and educate people about the value of these forests. The rainforests of Atsinanana are not just collections of trees. They are the last stronghold for much of Madagascar's unique wildlife, and a source of wonder and inspiration for people everywhere. Protecting these rainforests is not only vital for Madagascar, but for the entire world. Their survival depends on all of us, working together to ensure these ancient forests remain for generations to come. Madagascar makes up to 80 out of every 100 parts of the world's vanilla, which is a big part of its economy. The vanilla plant isn't from here. It was brought from Mexico, where a special bee helped it grow. In Madagascar, farmers hand-pollinate each flower, a careful job that must be done on the single day it blooms. This hard work helps tens of thousands of Malagasy families. After they are picked, the vanilla pods are dried for months to get their rich taste. The next time you taste vanilla, you're probably enjoying what came from Madagascar's weather and skilled hands. Vanilla is an amazing partnership between people and nature. Madagascar's top hunter is the fossa, a sleek cat-like animal found nowhere else. The fossa is the biggest member of its family, perfectly made for hunting lemurs in the forest. Its flexible ankles let it climb down trees head first, making it a very good hunter. The fossa is hard to see, and lives alone, a true symbol of Madagascar's wild spirit. Losing its home threatens its life, as forests get smaller and its prey disappears. Protecting the fossa is key for the island's natural balance. It is the wild spirit of Madagascar's forests. The Tsingy de Bemaraha, often called the Forest of Knives, is one of the most extraordinary and mysterious landscapes on Earth. Here, sharp, knife-like limestone rocks rise up in jagged formations, creating a surreal and almost alien world that stretches as far as the eye can see. This is truly one of the hardest places in the world to get through. The rocks are so sharp and densely packed that even the most experienced explorers must move with extreme caution, every step a careful calculation to avoid injury. Over millions of years, rainwater has slowly carved away the limestone, sculpting these dramatic stone spikes and deep canyons. The result is a vast maze of narrow valleys, hidden caves, and towering pinnacles where sunlight barely reaches the forest floor. Despite its harshness, the Tsingy is bursting with life. Plants and animals have found incredible ways to survive in this rocky labyrinth, adapting to the extreme environment in ways found nowhere else on the planet. Lemurs leap across the spires, reptiles bask on sun-warmed rocks, and bats swoop through the cool, shadowy caves. Each species has carved out its own niche in this challenging landscape. Even the tiniest creatures, like brilliantly colored insects, thrive in the cracks and crevices, making use of every available space to hide, hunt, and survive. Lemurs such as the agile Deccan sifaka display breathtaking skill, leaping from pinnacle to pinnacle with ease, their powerful legs and strong grip perfectly suited for this vertical world. For humans, exploring the Tsingy is a true adventure. Hanging bridges and ladders are essential tools, allowing explorers to cross dizzying heights and navigate the labyrinth below, all while surrounded by the silent, ancient stone. The Tsingy is a powerful display of nature's artistry and resilience. Every sunrise reveals new patterns and textures in the stone, a reminder of the slow, patient work of water and time. In every way, the Tsingy de Bemaraha stands as a testament to the wonders of Madagascar, its land, its wildlife, and the incredible power of life to adapt and thrive in even the most unlikely places. Madagascar's people are a mix of Southeast Asian and African family lines, creating a culture found nowhere else. 18 different groups of people, or Foko, each have their own customs and ways of speaking. The Merina people in the highlands show more Asian family history, while groups along the coast like the Sakalava show African roots. Even with differences, all Malagasy people share a language and a deep respect for their ancestors and the land. This mix of cultures is the final part of the island's identity. Madagascar's human story is about adapting and starting new, lively things. Madagascar, an island unlike any other, is home to some of the world's most unique and extraordinary creatures and landscapes, but this natural wonder is under threat like never before. Its amazing biodiversity and ancient forests are vanishing at an alarming rate. Over the past decades, relentless tree cutting has stripped away 90% of Madagascar's original forests. The practice of slash-and-burn farming, known locally as tavy, along with illegal logging for valuable hardwoods, has left vast areas barren and lifeless. Charcoal production, a vital source of fuel for many Malagasy families, further accelerates the destruction. These activities are not only destroying habitats, but also pushing countless species, many found nowhere else on Earth, toward extinction. As forests disappear, Madagascar's rich red soil is left exposed. Heavy rains wash this precious earth into rivers, carrying away nutrients and turning clear waters into muddy torrents that flow out to sea. The sediment smothers vibrant coral reefs along the coast, threatening marine life and the livelihoods of people who depend on the sea. The land and ocean are both suffering, deeply connected in this fragile ecosystem. Madagascar's famous lemurs, symbols of the island's wild beauty, are now among the world's most endangered mammals. Nearly every species faces the risk of extinction, their forest homes shrinking year after year. Some lemurs are so rare that only a few individuals remain. Without urgent action, these remarkable animals could vanish forever, taking with them millions of years of evolution. Yet, hope remains. Dedicated conservationists and local communities are working tirelessly to protect what's left, restoring forests, creating reserves, and teaching the next generation about the value of nature. Their efforts are inspiring, but the challenges are immense. Poverty, lack of resources, and global demand for Madagascar's natural riches make their mission even harder. The future of this delicate paradise hangs in the balance. What happens here will echo far beyond Madagascar's shores, affecting the entire planet's biodiversity. The fate of Madagascar is a powerful reminder of our responsibility to care for the Earth. The choices we make today will shape the world our children inherit. The time to act is now, before this fragile paradise is lost forever. Our trip through Madagascar's wonders ends here, a land of unique animals, old landscapes, and lively cultures. If you found this exploration interesting, please like, subscribe, and share to help tell others about this amazing, delicate world. Which fact surprised you the most? The language's Asian roots, the huge number of unique species, or the problems with the environment? Tell us what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching.